square-shaped compact, which I don't believe I have ever owned a square-shaped Polly Pocket compact. So that's really, really cool that I get to own one now. And it is in this odd pinky color. I believe the original one was also in a pink color. It might have been like slightly different and less neon, but it was basically the same pinky kind of color. And then obviously the gift box. So I love that. So she has a little bear hiding in there, super cute. And then this whole area is the party area with the like the dining table and everything. So there's 4 chairs, even though there's only 3. So I guess the one chair is for the bear. I don't know. Anyway, and this is all of the food and everything, and there is a cake. Now, the interesting, fun Easter egg fact about the cake is that in the original version, there were actually 2 versions. There was a sound version, and then there was a version without the sound, which was the pink version, but there was also like a green version, I think, and it had sound. So the idea was that you would click on this and then sound. There were holes in the bottom of the gift box, and sound would come in, and I assume it would play Happy Birthday or something. So that's a fun fact, but they didn't do that in the remake. So, oh well. I mean, honestly, those features don't tend to last that long anyway, so it's fine. And then you can sit them all down at their party, which is so cute. So let me do that for you guys. Now, these don't fit like super securely, but they are pretty snug, so just like don't jiggle and jangle them. And then we'll just pretend that this is a wedding party or an engagement party or something. Because it's themed to my life. Okay, there's our party. Look how cute. Oh God, my cousin drank too much. I'm sorry about that. Look how cute that is. I love that. Like, how adorably cute is that? So I love that. So I guess the bear is the 4th member of the party. But I do love that they added members of the party, because how is she supposed to have like a party on her own? Like, it doesn't really make sense realistically. So that's really cute. And then there's more bottles. Obviously, what I presume is like a bowl of bananas and oranges or whatever, which does bring up one of my complaints, and this was true even for the old version, which is that they did not paint in the details, which was quite disappointing. Like, how could you not paint in the details of the food? Like, I know they've done it before, so I don't know why they didn't do it here. It just looks very weird, and especially when you can like tell what it's supposed to be, it's just very disappointing. So I didn't like that. We have more cards over here. Another gift on like, I guess, the counters, the cabinetry, whatever. And then we go up the steps. Let's take Polly. She goes up the steps. Then this is the upper level. So we have like a party area and then like a sleeping quarters, because there's always a sleeping quarters. Like, it's always supposed to be like a mini house, so there was always like a bedroom, and I love that about Polly, that she always has like a bed area. So one thing that was definitely different between the older version is they did change the background. So this, I don't know like what the original was like, but it was different. But in this one, they did a bunch of gift boxes here. I love the balloon details. I love all the balloon details in the true